Alright, so today I wanted to talk about forgiveness, which is unforgiving. And I know that's corny, but this weapon is insane. It's forgiving for you, but it's very unforgiving for the enemy team. Because by the time you get hit by the first burst, the fight is already over and you are going to lose. Here is a bunch of raw footage of me playing. There's like a couple things cut out just where like I wasn't doing anything for a hot minute, but like for the most part, it's just me shitting on enemies using forgiveness because this weapon is so fucking good. Like, it doesn't make sense that Bungie made this a weapon and then they proceeded to nerf the weapon and its range, and it's still an outlier at how insane this is. First off, the roll that I'm using is like 70 range, feels good. But before we hop into PvP, which is what the majority of this is going to be about, I want to talk about PvP real quick, just because I don't think sidearms get enough use inside of PvE, and they're really good, just pretty much in anything, but PvE, they're underused, and they deserve a hell of a lot more love. So, column 1 for PvE, we have, for one, we have Volt Shot in column 1, which is like insane. Normally we don't see that. We have Demolitionist, and then we have Proximity Power. And for those that are unaware about the new perk Proximity Power, it reads, when targets are nearby, final blows grant bonus melee stat. And I believe it is 15 melee stat per stack, stacks up to 3. So you can get a total of 45 additional stats, and it's 18 stats if enhanced. So we'll say 18 melee stat, which gives you a total of 54 melee stat. There we go, that's math. And then in the final column that you compare with things like Demolitionist is Adrenaline Junkie, and then Volt Shot, you have Kill Clip because you have to reload. For Proximity Power, you have Surrounded. You also have Volt Shot with Loose Change that gives you a fast reload. You have Volt Shot with Desperate Measures. Those are all phenomenal like combos. Now, that being said, what do I want? I run a melee build on my Titan, so I would use Proximity Power and Surrounded with my Thunderclap Titan. That just seems like that works. But I also have a couple builds that I like that use Demo, so I would use Demo with Adrenaline or Desperate Measures. I like Desperate Measures more just because it has a longer uptime. And then if I went Volt Shot, I'd probably go Kill Clip, but then again, I don't really think Kill Clip is what it was a couple years ago instead of PvE. So I think Desperate Measures would just be the way to go because it's automatically already procced 20% after 2 stacks versus Kill Clip is just 25% for less than 4 seconds after a kill, and it only lasts for 5 seconds, I think. Yeah, it lasts for 5 seconds, not 4 seconds. Lasts for 5 seconds, whereas Desperate Measures lasts for 7. So, to me, Desperate Measures has power creep that, and then I believe Adrenaline Junkie is like 5 seconds as well, or just shy of it. So again, Desperate Measures is just better. So, PvE. Lone Wolf for the aim assist and the ADS multiplier, fantastic. You have Tap the Trigger, which procs with every burst, fantastic. You have Zen Moment, fantastic. Literally, you cannot go wrong with anything in that first column, even if you get something dumb that's not PvP oriented, like Demolitionist, is still good. Volt Shot, still gonna be like decent. Like, sure, you're not getting those stats just straight on the weapon like you are with Zen Moment, Tap the Trigger, and Lone Wolf, but it has a use case. Use case, Volt Shot, Kill Clip. Proc Kill Clip, you have Kill Clip activated, you have Volt Shot activated, you hit an enemy, you're doing Kill Clip damage, they Volt Shot, that's going to go to their nearby allies, so you're damaging the other enemies. So it has a use case, but top pick for me is Tap the Trigger. For the final column, I'm kind of torn because I've done a lot of testing, and I'll put that on the screen now. Headseeker versus Precision Instrument. Sometimes, randomly, with either of these perks, this weapon will 2-burst. Just randomly. It randomly does that. Don't know what causes it. Don't know how to do it again. Not really sure. It's confusing. What I do know is that Kill Clip can always 2-tap, if I'm not mistaken. You're looking at a 0.47 TTK with Kill Clip, and that says 3 hit 1 body. I think it's 4 headshots now. They're also nerfing these weapons, so this might change. I'll let you guys know in the pinned comment if you're watching this way down the line, like how this affects this weapon. But at the end of the day, the stats are there. It feels good. Heavy bursts have been good for a long time. We finally have a monster in that department. It's a great weapon. Like, you can't go wrong with this thing. So just get whatever you want the most. Me personally, I'm looking at Tapper Zen with Precision Instrument or Kill Clip. It feels phenomenal. So just be on the lookout for it.